Sagittarius, it's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Capricorn season 2021, baby. Whoo! Sagittarius, you've been waiting on it. Wing it. Fuck it. Do it. Go for it. Shoot your shot. We talked about this in your season that you were wanting to wing it. Now your ruling planet, Jupiter, is in a place where it traditionally rules in Pisces. Wing it. Go for it. The benevolence, the luck, all the things. It's coming in. It's gonna get even better. Be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is the last video. I'm so proud of myself. Just like, hustle and crank shit out. And I also feel like that's something that you guys are kind of like tuning into too. Like self-improvement. There may be some of y'all maybe chopping it up in the gym or like improving yourself, trying to improve yourself in some sort of way. You can be better. Interesting. I just split the deck. There's your card and the Page of Wands reversed. So there may be some sort of, it's like you can be better as soon as you stop fighting the fact that you're needing to prioritize your relationship with yourself. Or some of you, it's just like you need to grow up. That's like a thing that's happening. That could be a thing. Stop hanging out with these little fucking kids. Fucking grow up. Like, I don't know, that could be something that's coming through. And you know, I'm a fellow fire sign, so I'm going to give you the tea piping hot. Patreon gets everything first. Patreon.com/justjeverything. As low as $8 a month. You can get all of my content, all of the plunge, all of the things. Because we're not doing things for free anymore. Something about knowing your value, knowing your time, and like going and getting that. For daily tarot readings, check out my Instagram, justj_everything. Or, I mean, it's really about TikTok now. And the link to TikTok is in the description box below. But I'm so fucking done with Instagram, but that's another story for another day. But other dope shit that I do, my website, justj_everything. That's where you can find customized herbal self-care products. You want a bath soak or a bath scrub that's tailor-made to you, I got you. Just DM me. Either way, I hope you have a happy new year. This is just the Gregorian New Year. The real New Year is in April when the planet comes back to life. So enjoy this one. I just don't even really want to give you guys all the astrological notes because I think you're just going to throw caution to the wind anyway. But just so you know, on January 2nd, Mercury goes into Aquarius. And I do feel like communication is going to get a little bit funky, a little bit spacey, a little, it could just be easier to not understand or for the dots to not connect in some sort of way. But I do feel like your thinking, it would be very beneficial for your thinking to be geared towards the many, versus the few. And that same day we have the new moon in Capricorn, which is just the makings for some level of ascension, getting to the next level, getting to your mountaintop. It's just like you can start to see your line. You can start to see things just so much more clearly, it feels like. So let yourself be really, really sure about where you want to be harnessing that energy in, where you want to focus that energy towards. Because on the 14th of January, Mercury retrogrades in Aquarius. And this is not the best time to be like signing contracts or making new business deals. This is a time to really like reflect on all the things that you already have set in motion rather than setting new things in motion, especially business-wise. I'm going to be making another Mercury retrograde video, so wait on it. On January 17th, we have the full moon in Cancer. So another video will be made for that as well. But it's a hyper emotional time, and it's just not the best time to, I think, like, plant new seeds for you guys. This is really about like getting fresh energy, experiencing fresh energy, experiencing new things. Uranus goes direct on the 18th, and the North Node enters Taurus the same day. Uranus direct in Taurus, and the North Node coming into Taurus. And so there is this upheaval that's coming. So it's like Uranus is getting ready to go direct. There's all this upheaval that's getting ready to come in. Why not? I think that's what this feels like. Like, why not? But that energy can be very destructive for you guys too. Like, check yourself. And that's something that's gonna, like, it's like, why not fall in love? Why not be generous? Why not open these, you know, whatever it is for you? But it's just like, also, don't let that translate to, why not another shot? Why not another, you know, like, don't use that energy or my words to justify shitty, unproductive behavior. I'm not with that. That's not what I'm here for. And so it's just like, you know better. And when you know better, you do better. If you let yourself, you can save yourself a whole lot of self-loathing and negative self-talk and beating yourself up if you just listen to that voice and that part of you, Sagittarius, that's high up on that, you know, that high and lofty. You listen to that high and lofty and moral and ethical side of yourself, and you won't have any regrets or things that, like, damn, should have done, you know, not that you have regrets now, but you can save yourself some, why did I, sometimes, like, you would really be able to save yourself some time in that, like, why mode. Like, why, like, you know what I mean? Because why can be a trap. Hydrate. Hide it if you got it. Settle in to the session we're about to have. Empty your lungs. Take a deep breath. Because we're asking for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Capricorn season 2021, baby. And I feel like some of you need to slow the fuck down. And that could be the way, like, that's like the way to wing it. It's like, really, some of you, this is about, like, doing the opposite of what you normally do. 8 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles. First card out to be clarified is, like, what's going on with your sight? What's going on with your self-awareness? Are you able to call yourself out? Are you able to, like, maintain these internal checks and balances that really are required? 8 of Swords says that there is some sort of looping in the mind. There may be somebody that you're looping in the mind, some regret. That's what I'm saying. It's like something, I feel like, save yourself from, like, something eating at you by way of laying a new foundation. And that new foundation is, I listen to my fucking intuition. I honor my gut. I do right by people. I show up. I do you know, whatever it is for you. You already know what it is. 9 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. There is just something about needing to get to a place where you're feeling more satisfied and proud of yourself. And some of you may be really locked up in your mind. You're overanalyzing. The thing about this, the 8 of Swords, is this is self-imposed stagnation. If you look at these binds, like, they're falling off. They're loose. With a little effort, you could really break free. And then when you break free, take the blindfold off and allow yourself to see everything for what it is, accept everything for what it is, so that you can come to the realization that there's only these swords surrounding you. They're not impaling you. This is just thoughts, fears, insecurities that are keeping you stuck, keeping you looped, keeping you doing the same shit. And if you keep doing the same shit that you've always done, you're always going to get what you've always gotten. And so if there's some sort of arena in your life where that you're trying to like change for the better, it's like you can't attack it the same way that you do. It's like some of you, I feel like you're applying the same hustle to love as you do business. Or, you know, like little things like that. It's just like you can't approach everything the same way. Eight of Swords, though, there may be someone with someone with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements that you're looping in the mind about. You yourself may be really struggling with legalities, struggling with legal issues, or something maybe is in like a startup, like starting up a business or kickstarting a business, or like you're trying to, I feel like if some of y'all have been trying to do something or fix something on your own for a very long time, and you're just stuck in the same loop, and it's now like some of you hate yourself about this. I don't know what the fuck this is. And I'm not going to linger here for too much longer, but I feel like you're trying to reach for the same tools that you've always reached for to get yourself out of this mindset. And it's time to like recruit help, or it's time to like get outside of your toolbox, reach for new tools. This could be going to therapy, talking to people who are qualified. I feel like some of you are stuck, like you're stuck in some situation, and it's like you keep asking people who aren't qualified to assist you, or you are needing to finally realize that you are not qualified to fix this problem, and it's time to go to someone else. It's time to maybe seek a group. This could be even just like, this could even be like AA. This could be calling a plumber. It's like, you know, like whatever it is for you, it's like it's time to reach for a professional and stop shying away from therapy. There is something that, like, there's the Cerebral app now. There's no excuse. If you need to talk to someone, stop making excuses. If you need to break free, if you can't shake it on your own, whatever it is, it's important that you seek a professional. Even if, let's say, this is about work. It's like, I've been at this for so long. I've been trying to make this I've been trying to do this thing for myself for so long. Maybe it's time to get a social media manager, or a marketing advisor, or a tax advisor, or it's like, go to a professional. All right, I'm not going to harp on that anymore. But I do feel like otherwise there are people who have been trying to collaborate with you, or there may be people that you're hanging out with that you're not really seeing the truth about. Like you have hunches about, but you're scared of them seeing you, or scared of them seeing your shadow, or scared of you seeing theirs, vice versa. If it's not you, flip it. But there is something about, you're not seeing your community clearly. You're not seeing that you do have support. There are people who will support you. There are people who will help you, but you've got to be willing to see the truth about who you've surrounded yourself with, and who you are currently surrounding yourself with in some sort of way, or who you're collaborating with, the truth about the company you're with, the truth about, I also feel like there's something about the intentions behind why you're doing something is going to be revealed. It's going to, like, if it's all about the money for you, then that's going to come to light. And it also, if it's not you, it's someone else. And so I feel like, don't be looping in insecurity about the why. As long as you are in the right place, your heart's in the right place, your shit's aligned, what is there to worry about? What is there to worry about? But if it's not, worrying isn't the answer either. It's time to make actions. Take actions to change things. These two cards could be the whole fucking reading, Sagittarius, and I want to get more cards out for you. But there's like a fucking pit in my gut with this. This is something that I feel like you guys have been looping on or spending too much time on. And it's time to collaborate with new people. It's time to do new things. It's time to, it's like you don't call a plumber when your car breaks down. You guys know I love that analogy. There is something also about seeking professional help, going to it there. I know I've already said that. I'm so sorry, but it's just like there may be some, also someone with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements that you're stuck on or looped on, or there's something about money, and it's like, look at me, I'm reflecting you, I'm caught in the loop too, just like, what is this, what do I do, what do I do? And it's just like, okay, so how do we break out of the loop? I think you break out of the loop by, like, there are solid people coming in there are new people coming in that want to collaborate with you. There are new avenues to take, new things to try. It's like you stop trying to fix this by doing the same thing, whatever that means to you. Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising. Take a deep breath, y'all. Because I feel like there are changes in the home. You've been maybe feeling stuck in your home, and I feel like you think you're bringing new people in, and I don't know if like you're bringing the right people in or focusing on the right people. Visibility is going to be a thing, Sagittarius. You've got to be on top of making sure that you're seeing everything for what it is, and that you're not living the kind of life where you're terrified to be seen, because you're going to be seen either way. What is done in the dark comes to light. It's science, it's law. And I feel like some of you there's also another sect of you who have been like really, really wronged. I feel like people, like you've been kind of pigeonholed or imprisoned by this friend group, or imprisoned or held back, or you've held yourself back. And I feel like there's some, the hangman reverse, like you're getting unstuck from this. Whatever it is, you're getting unstuck from it. All right, thank you. Goodness. The Magician. Yes, you're getting yourself unstuck by way of using your words. Really articulating more clearly to yourself so that you can articulate clearly with the divine and have that positive exchange. Look, this almost looks like a circuit of electricity. And it feels like when you allow yourself to strive to connect with your highest self and the divinity and the God within you, it's like as above, so below. And the information that you seek, it comes to you when you're horizontal, when you're still, when you're intentional about being reverent with your time, when you're intentional about integrating all of the lessons that you've learned from the harsh times, all of the angst, all of the self-doubt, the fear, whatever. It's like you've got to take the time to like actually feel the fucking feelings and think your thoughts so that you can, and you've got to allow it to be intentional. Don't let, your thoughts all of a sudden just like set you down. Don't let your health, your body don't keep ignoring like what your physical body needs, so to the point where it sits you down and forces you to face things. There may be somebody with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Virgo placements coming in. You yourself may have those placements. If you have Gemini or Virgo placements in your chart, it is time for you to start leaning into your relationship with your mind, your relationship with your words, your relationship with peace, your relationship to stillness, meditation. Because I feel like the Magician gets shit done. And I feel like there's someone that maybe came into your life that showed you like you're inspired by their magic, or you're finally like motivated to like, you know, we're fucking made of stardust. It's not just a thing or like a cute thing to say. It's just like, what are you gonna do about that? And I feel like what you need to do in order to know what to do about it is get quiet, integrate the lessons from the pain so that you don't make the same choices, that you don't make the same decisions, so that the divine can, it's in the stillness when the divine speaks, so that you can receive all the things that you hear all the time. You hear people talking about downloads and la la la. The real people who really get downloads, it happens in stillness, or it happens when you're in a meditative state. So that could be, you know, while you're in flow, while you're doing yoga, while you're resting though. But it's like there is a part of it that requires stillness. Stillness of the mind, stillness of the body. I feel like also, and some of you may be investing more time in your home or in making it more reverent, making it cute, redecorating. I feel like there needs to be a designated area for like maybe meditation or Zen or sprucing up your sleeping area, add crystals, or, you know, just like adding more plants, things of that nature. Sagittarius, I did not expect this reading to be this long or anything like this. But I'm telling you, I told you couldn't wing it last season for your birthday, for your season. And now I feel like you are starting to really see why. And if you really allow yourself to see why, take the blindfold off, see why, you can really start to lay the bricks for a new foundation. And that new foundation looks a lot like your heart opening, you being more transparent, you tapping into whatever skills or talents you need to develop, you allowing yourself to understand that you are enough, you have enough. And whatever it is like you're trying to like launch or start, it's like you can do that. You can really reinvent yourself. But I just heard your secrets make you sick. So make sure that you're doing whatever you can to atone, to make yourself feel better, to be honest, to right the wrongs. And the way to do that really comes in stillness and quiet. And if you're like, I haven't done anything wrong, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. But there's still some like information that I feel like wants to be received to you by way of dreams, by way of the divine. And if you keep running from the divine, it has to speak through seers, through your children, through people that may make you feel uncomfortable or that may trigger you in some sort of way. It's like if you don't let the divine check you, if you don't let yourself check, you know, if you don't check yourself and if you don't let the divine check you, then it has to, it's almost like agents in the Matrix. I feel like it's like the divine has to put agents in your life, like has to have these people come up and challenge you in certain ways so that, you know what I mean? You know where I'm going. Okay, final message, final card, final message. And so it's just like, allow yourself to really do the internal work so it doesn't have to, so you're not forced to do internal work because of external circumstances or external opinions or people. All right, goodness. So complex it feels like. There's so many different fucking layers. I'm nervous to do this plunge, honestly, because this looks like a lot. Final card, final message. Take a deep breath. Sagittarius, I love you. You got this, regardless of anything. You got this. It's just, this may be like a painful shedding. Final card, final message for Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, and Rising for Capricorn season 2021. the Hermit. But the Five of Cups reversed on the bottom of the deck. I do feel like there is an ending of some deep emotional conflict or some grief or some loss, some heaviness. Interesting, the robe turns from black to gray. It's like it gets lighter, it gets better. As long as you do your part to acknowledge that you need to get you right first. And some of you may be really, really tired of like being alone. But it's like now I feel like there is a different quality coming to your alone time if you allow it to be very spiritual, allow it to be very reverent, allow it to be very intentional, really starting to practice mindfulness, really allowing yourself to get away from whoever it is that you've, like whatever crowd or something you've been hanging out with. I just feel like it's time to break away so that it's time to have some alone time and break away so that you can really recalibrate your relationship to your internal GPS system. Like the star that's in there is all full fuzzy, you know what I mean? And there is this need to find your light again, reconnect to your mission, reconnect to your hope, reconnect to that side of yourself that knows that you can do anything. Because I do feel, I just keep getting burpy with you guys, and I feel like there is stuff like coming up, like there may be like confessions or people confessing things to you. You may need to confess something. You may need to apologize or say something that you never planned on saying. What is that thing? I think it's atonement, or it just feels like making amends. Making amends with yourself. There's definitely a Virgo around that you need to, I just hear like pray on. You need to pray on that one. Like that kind of thing. I feel like the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in your life is really here to expose you to yourself. Like, I feel like there are habits or things that are going on that you're just needing to, like, they're going to bring some shit to the surface. But let the cups spill. Let it out. Let things just be as they are, because this just isn't working anymore. It's too heavy. And so I feel like there's just heaviness, there's doubt, there's grief, there's loss. Maybe stuff with substance abuse, addiction, things that you regret, that it's just like lingering in it, sitting in it isn't going to do anything or change anything. You know what you need to do to change. And if you don't, it's time to get still and get quiet. I love you, Sagittarius. Let's dive into this plunge and get into it. Goodness gracious. 29 minutes. I love you. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.